Have you ever wondered where it all went wrong? Why isn't life perfect? To find the answer, we have to go back to the very beginning, to a beautiful garden called Eden. God created the first man and woman, Adam and Eve, and placed them in this paradise. It was perfect. They had everything they could ever want, and they walked with God every single day. There was only one rule. Just one simple instruction. Do not eat the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God warned them, if you eat from it, you will surely die. Seems easy enough, right? Stick to all the other amazing trees in the garden. But then something slithered into paradise. The Bible describes a serpent, more crafty than any other wild animal, who approached Eve. Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? He hissed. Notice the twist. He's already exaggerating, making God sound unreasonable. Eve corrected him, explaining they could eat from any tree except that one. But the serpent was clever. He planted a seed of doubt. You will not certainly die, he said. For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God. Knowing good and evil, he made it sound like God was holding something back, keeping something wonderful from them. That seed of doubt began to sprout. Eve looked at the tree. The fruit looked delicious. It was pleasing to the eye, and the serpent's promise of gaining wisdom was so tempting. She started to question God's goodness and trust her own judgment instead. So she took a bite, and then she gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he ate it too. In that moment, everything changed. Their eyes were opened, but not in the way they expected. They suddenly felt shame and fear. They realized they were naked and tried to hide from God, the very one they used to walk with in perfect harmony. Sin had entered the world, fracturing their relationship with their Creator. When God came walking in the garden, he called out, "Where are you?" He already knew, of course, but he was giving them a chance to confess. But instead of taking responsibility, they played the blame game. Adam blamed Eve, and Eve blamed the serpent. Because of their disobedience, there were consequences. They had to leave the perfect Garden of Eden. Life would now be filled with hardship, pain, and struggle. But even in this moment of judgment, God showed incredible grace. He promised that one day a savior would come, a descendant of Eve, would crush the serpent's head and undo the curse of sin. This story isn't just about a piece of fruit. It's about trust and obedience. It shows us how easily we can be deceived when we doubt God's goodness and think we know better. But the most powerful part of the story is the promise that even when Adam and Eve made the biggest mistake in history, God didn't abandon them. He already had a rescue plan in place. It reminds us that no matter how big our mistakes are, God's love is bigger. His plan to save humanity, promised right there in the garden, points directly to Jesus. It's a beautiful picture of hope in the midst of failure. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that explore the depths of faith and hope. We'll see you in the next video.